Hello and welcome back to the TeamMETA College Conference Spring Showdown. I, as always, will be your host, Austin, Osto, whatever you'd like to call me. And tonight we hop down for, you guessed it, another doubleheader. Colorado University up against the University of Alabama, and Dakota Wesleyan University's B team up against Mitchell College. Should be two great matches coming up tonight that I personally have no idea will come out on top. But we will have to see as we jump down to the pitch for these two great matches. Let's hop down to the pitch to see some high-class Rocket League, and with it, some high-class wins. And now let's hop into Game 1. Colorado on the blue, Alabama on the orange, and we're straight into the first kickoff over towards the right wall now. Welltap wants to try and chase this down over towards the orange side backboard. Buck goes up to meet, manages to keep it away from Flover as well as it gets stuck over here into the orange corner, but Spark not going to allow it to stay uncontested for long. It's back over. Flover trying to set up a shot. The ball back towards mid, and Welltap seeing an opportunity to insert himself into this play. Gets the ball over towards the right side. Spark trying to fire off a shot, but Schmery are not going to allow it. But Flover, seeing an opportunity to strike, manages to go up straight above that goal, find the ball, and smack it down into the first goal now of game number 1, favoring Colorado, as Flover wants to try and take this ball over. Welltap meeting the ball, but met by a defender. Not going to be allowed to slap in the second goal here for Colorado, and now Cole Baby wants to go up to try and deny this ball from getting any closer. Schmerier comes in, manages to get it back over towards the left side. Welltap looking to chase this back further into the orange, finds it into the corner. Buck now looking to try and clear it away, finds it against that ceiling, touches it over, but it's going to get denied, and Cole Baby looking to clear. Flover trying just to watch out against any sort of flicks to come through, has to go up and meet it high, manages to deny the shot though, but Schmerier comes through, manages to smack it down into the top left corner of that net, and the game is now equalized 70 seconds in as Welltap, the ball going over to him straight off the kickoff. Buck goes up to meet, gets the ball floating right back over towards this blue net. Spark to follow, wants to follow it out, gets it over to the right side, and Cole Baby forced to fall back here to defend. Spark gonna get off the ball, actually goes over for a demo instead, trying to open up that Alabama goal, and now Welltap forced back over into his own corner, needs to try and play this away. It's a quick touchback to mid, as now Spark wants to try and play this back over in front of the Alabama box. Welltap looking to find it as well, but it's back over towards mid. Welltap falling off. Spark there to try and receive. The ball just going to be high and left of net, but Welltap wants to try and follow it through. It's just high of that top crossbar, and now Schmerier finding himself with the ball once again over into the Coloradan side of the pitch. As you're seeing, it's just a fight for possession right now near the mid-pitch. Flover takes it back over into the UA side of the net. And now we're going to be seeing, not of the net, sorry, of the pitch, as we're trying to see who will be the next ones to get that ball into the net. Taking, of course, the next lead here of game number 1. Flover forced to try and play this away again. He has to touch it towards mid. Schmerier's there to meet him, kills it towards the ceiling. Cole Baby following up with a shot, and Welltap, a narrow save, but a save nonetheless, able to deny that one from getting its way in, and we're about to enter the final 100 seconds with still a 1-all game. 1 goal needed to get one of these teams in the lead here near the end of regulation, and at this point the next goal could be just the deciding factor of this entire game. It's back over. Cole Baby wants to try and chase this over into the corner, does manage to set it up towards mid, but Welltap a quick clear away. Spark to follow, gets it over into the orange side corner. Flover as well, wanting to chase that out. Found in the mid and wants to boom it back towards net as Flover looking to try and set something up towards mid himself. Cole Baby goes high, meets it, wants to take this ball away, not going to be allowed to though. Spark chasing it and all. The ball going to be touched right back over the mid-pitch line, where now Buck has to come back into the play, plays it off the ceiling, gets one additional touch, and Spark, he tries to find his way onto the ball, but it's just bouncing too much in front of the net. The ball finds its way over him inside that right crossbar. Buck finding the ball again, wants to try and set up a fast shot back towards net. Schmerier now trying to do the same. It's going to drop down right along the goal line, and he's just going to deliver it in. 3-1 now. And Colorado, while there was only 1 goal needed for them to equalize this game once more, now they have to find 2 in quick succession, as Schmerier just looks to try and deliver another one into net. Bozo bangs it off the backboard, and Cole Baby coming through with one of his own. 4-1 now. And Alabama, they took an inch and made it into a mile. They are just running away here with game number 1 now. And with only 25 seconds left for Colorado, it is looking unlikely here that they'll be able to bite back and come out with some sort of quick 3 goals to equalize this up. And as the time ticks lower and lower, the ball goes even closer over towards that Colorado net. And with 8 seconds to go, that'll be it. In fact, they'll score a 5th just to add a little bit of insult to injury here at Alabama. And we're gonna see as the time continues to tick down, that'll be it. The University of Alabama gonna take this one in convincing fashion, 5-1 after a close back and forth for a majority of the game. Alabama taking game 1 in a series of goals right at the end to take a dominating lead that Colorado just can't come back from in the end, and now they're here to see if they can continue that to a 2-0 lead, or if Colorado can equalize up that series score at 1-1. Well, it's already fighting over towards the mid-pitch. Flover wants to try and set this back over towards the box. It's there to a teammate, has to get quickly bumped away before it can find its way any closer to that net, and Schmerier looking to see if he can set this back up over towards the net. Cole Baby finding the ball, gonna just boom it down pitch. Spark to meet, manages to touch it back over towards mid. Buck to follow as well, wants to try and set that up into a center. Oh, but Schmerier, it's a little too far in front of him, can't find the ball, can't find that shot, and it's boomed away immediately by Welltap, trying to open this up in it to the Alabama goal. It's back over towards Spark, over towards Buck. He's gonna lob it back towards this blue net, wants to try and follow through with a shot, and he's gonna deliver. Floats up there inside the Colorado corner, manages to find that ball and just slip it to the left inside that box to secure up the first goal here of game number 2. Alabama to strike first, but Welltap, he's hungry for an equalizer. He wants to try and chase this one. Schmerier gonna meet it back over towards mid though. Buck trying to chase that out as well. It's gonna be shot right in from Spark, and he just places it nice and right under that top crossbar to equalize this game up in under 15 seconds. Flover just looking to try and clear it away. Schmerier going to take this ball over towards the right side, looking to try and center it as well. Gets an additional hit to do so, but Welltap now looking just to try and chase it away. Finds the ball high, kills it over off the ceiling. Flover sees it going back over to Spark. It's going to be fired back over towards net. Schmerier just wants to get out of harm's way before it can approach that box any further, and now it's finding its way back over towards mid. Welltap, Spark, they're looking to play that out, and Spark, he finds a second goal here. Sees that one dropping directly in front of him and takes another fast shot back over at the net to get a 2-1 lead now for Colorado. They hop into the driver's seat of this game, heading now into the second half of game 2. Schmerier here just looking to try and deny any sort of clears from escaping, but some nice short passes between the Coloridians. I'm going to call them Coloradans and hope that's correct. Welltap looking just to try and get it out of that Coloradan end immediately. And now we're going to see Flover wants to try and play this high off the ceiling. Buck goes up to meet the ball. Spark trying just to fall back and find some sort of opening here in the Alabama back line. It's back over to Welltap. Wants to try and slip this by. Schmerier not going to allow it. Goes up to meet the ball. Spark looking just to try and clear it out before it can enter the corner. And Buck trying to find Flover there in a demo. Expected him to jump to dodge. When the jump doesn't come through, Flover just able to get a nice touch over towards the opposite wall to start clearing away. Now it's just a fight for this ball. Spark finds it. It's down over towards Flover. Tries to take a shot back, but Buck meets him. And now it's Buck looking just to try and set up his teammate, and set up he does. Drops it straight back over to Schmerier, who is more than happy to deliver the equalizer. Smacks it lightning fast there into the top left corner of the box. And now Welltap looking to try and equalize this, or not try to equalize it, try to get that lead right back right after it's been equalized. 74 seconds to go. Whichever team takes the lead going to have quite the advantage here with the time diminishing. About to be in the final 60 seconds now. Schmerier trying to set that back up over towards mid. Welltap wants to follow it out. Gonna be met there over on the right wall. Spark looking just to try and roll this away. Welltap wants to just try and lob it out. He's gonna be successful, but Buck meeting it there along the orange side backline. Now it's Flover looking to set up into some sort of passing play. Welltap to follow, takes the initial touch. It's back over towards mid. Spark to follow, and that's gonna open up the net. A nice little demo play with the defender just being destroyed in the back end. Leads to Spark coming through for what I believe, yeah, that's right, is a hat trick lead for him, but it's immediately equalized. And now we've got ourselves a tied ball game with 35 seconds to play. Back over towards the blue side corner now. Buck wants to try and go up to slip it down in front of the box, but isn't going to be allowed to do so. Spark trying to chase that one away. Ball finding its way back over towards mid. Welltap wants to try and play this out. Flover following. Schmerier there to meet, but Buck able to read out against that ball. Tries to drop it back over towards this box. It's not going to find its way there. And Colebaby, he wants to try and chase this one into a shot himself. There's only 6 seconds left. And right now, Colorado, they're probably just saying, let's just let the ball touch the ground. And oh, that one so close to slipping in a lead for Alabama right at the buzzer. But the crossbar denies, and we find ourselves back into a kickoff where we're now in golden goal. If Alabama takes it, they will be, of course, leading in this series 2-0. If Colorado can take it, they will be leading by, well, they won't be leading. They'll be equalized up 1-1. Looking to lead in game 3, but surviving. Welltap sees this ball going a little bit more towards mid. Spark gonna fire off a shot. It's gonna be quickly denied. Flover wants to keep it aggressive. Met there by Schmerier. The ball going to be set off the ceiling and back down towards that blue box. Back over towards mid. Flover and Spark. Not going to allow that one any closer to the box. Buck goes high to try and slip this behind. Going to be met by Welltap, and this ball still locked here into the end of Colorado, and it's, oh my gosh, it's off the top crossbar. An attempted double touch, but not quite gonna work out, and now it's a fight back over in this orange corner. It's over towards the left wall. Welltap, he wants to try and play this one away. Schmerier sees it going over onto the orange side backline, and now it's back over to Spark, who wants to just play this out before it can advance towards that blue goal any further. Wants to follow it as well, but Schmerier not going to allow that. Flover not either, as it finds its way back to the wall and quickly touched away. Welltap looking just to get it over the mid-pitch line as fast as possible, and Colebaby trying to deny the advance, but Schmerier forced back into the play. Flover within striking distance, so they have to be mindful, and oh, Buck gonna fire off a shot, forcing Welltap back over into the defense to save that one away. And now Buck has to save this one more time. Sees it going over into his corner, loses his life in the process, and now Spark, he knows that his teammates are here to assist him, wants to try and play this one slowly, methodically, but it's a little too slow. It allows those defenders to get back in the way, find their way in front of the ball, and deny any sort of advance. But Welltap still here, wants to set up a teammate. A miss there from Spark, gonna lead that ball back over towards mid-pitch, and Flover with full boost now wants to try and chase this one over. Sees Schmerier, sees that his teammate Welltap's there to assist, but it finds its way back over towards mid, back over towards the blue corner. Spark wants to try and play this one away. Flover going up, or sorry, gonna be Welltap going up. And now you're seeing Schmerier right in front of the box, trying to find himself a shot, but with no boost left in the tank, he is forced off the ball right along that goal line, and the lead not found yet. The lead, and of course the game, as we are about 2 minutes 40 here into overtime. Neither of these teams striking. Only one goal necessary to find the victory here in game number 2, and Spark might find it. It's a 1v1 against Schmerier, and he's going to deliver. 4 goals, all for Colorado, all on the back of Spark, and he delivers them a Game 2 win to equalize the series 1-1. We jump now into game number 3. We're all tied up at 1-1, and we hop now to see who will be the first team to get up to match point. Will it be Colorado or Alabama? Well, Flover, he's looking just to try and finish this one off early. Takes it from the wall and just drops it there into the Alabaman goal. And now we're going to have a 1-goal lead 5 seconds in. Buck looking to try and play this one out, gets it down over to Colebaby, and now it's back over towards Spark, who wants to just try and get it away, but Schmerier not going to allow it that easily. It escapes. Well tap just gonna boom it over into the orange side corner. Cole Baby now looking to clear. Gonna get it past Spark. Can't get it past Flover though, and Spark looking just to try and drop it down into a center. Buck there though, denies it. Now over towards the left wall. Cole Baby, it's gonna be dropped back over towards the backboard, and Schmerier, he sees that the defender might be a little bit too high, decides just to kill that ball straight to the bottom, and just like that, we're equalized up at 1-1, 40 seconds in. Spark, a quick pass over to Well Tap, a little bit of a miscommunication there, and some team bumping happening from Spark and Clover, but luckily for them, the goal not left open because of it, and now it's back over towards the orange end. Cole Baby looking to try and clear it away. It's over into the blue corner now, and looking to try and drop that by. Cole looking just to see if he can try and set up one of his teammates as well. It's Schmerier looking to try and follow it away. Buck goes up to meet. Gonna be able to find this ball along the backboard. Spark touches it one more time towards mid. Flover wants to drop it towards box, but it's just right. Now it's finding its way in front, and Spark, he sees that the defenders are a little bit spread, decides to just take the shot straight into an open net, and nobody able to deny him, and it finds its way into mid now. Well tap wants to go up, try to chase that one down into a double touch, and it gets left there along the goal line, but nobody there to smack it in. Spark looking to try and play this back over, finds its way back towards Well Tap and back towards the box as Well Tap gonna start rolling it down pitch, finds its way over to the backboard, back over towards Cole Baby. They're trying to find the inside of that net there, Alabama, but they can't quite do it. Finds its way back to Flover, and the ball back over into the orange once more. Spark to take this away, gets it into the backboard, back over towards Flover as well. It gets touched down, met there by an orange side defender, and now Flover having to fall back as Cole Baby trying to set up there towards Schmerier. Buck wants to drop it in, but it's just high of the crossbar, needs to be played out. Well Tap goes up to try and get an additional touch over the mid-pitch line, and now Cole Baby wanting to set this down to Buck. He does. Buck just high of net once more, and Schmerier wants to try and set this back over towards mid. Buck there, and he manages to deliver it right into the waiting wheels of Cole Baby, who's going to deliver them an equalizer for the University of Alabama. And now we've got ourselves a 2-2 scoreline with 2 minutes left to play. Flover wants to try and play this one by, finds the ball back over towards Bucks. Cole Baby wants to chase it away. It's met there into the orange corner, and Spark wants to try and dribble it out, but it finds its way back over towards Buck, towards this blue end, and Buck trying to set up somebody here, but with no boost left in the tank, he's forced off the wall and off the ball, but Cole Baby won't be. Goes up high, meets it, and drops it straight back down into a waiting blue net. We're tied back up once again at 3-3, and it's immediately struck in. Spark sees that the ball's in mid, just gonna roll it back over towards the Alabama goal, and just like that, the lead found right back. Sometimes you just get a little too antsy and you leave the goal open, and what the hell is happening? Both teams have been playing such phenomenal offense throughout these games, but they're leaving their goals wide open, and it's just allowing these rapid, immediate changes of leads. And now we're at 4-all. And the next goal could very well be the deciding one with 55 seconds to play. Cole Baby, it's back over towards this right wall. Schmerier gets it a little further into the blue end. Well Tap just lobs it up. Spark there to try and meet Flover as well, but too many defenders in the way. Well Tap drops it over towards the right. Buck wants to try and slip this over into the orange side corner. It finds its way mid. Schmerier going to be able to lob that back towards the blue, and it's going to drop in front of Cole Baby, but can't find the shot over into the blue corner. Spark wants to follow that one out, gets it over into the Alabama side, and Buck meeting it, going to be able to lob it straight back. Gets a demo as well, but the ball quickly touched away. Schmerier looking to try and set something back up towards mid. Buck wants to lob it back in, and Cole Baby trying to read there against the clear of Well Tap with the last of his boost, but it is still able to find its way back over. Cole Baby looking to try and clear this away from Spark, who wants to try and slap in the winning goal right at the end, but not going to be allowed to, and we find overtime here in game 3. Over towards the left wall, Spark drops it back over towards box, and Flover, nobody even needed for that one. The defenders try to get in the way, but it's gonna just be dropped in from the wall, and Colorado steal away game 3, and with it, match point. Colorado now at match point. We hop into game number 4, where Alabama looking to try and equalize this series back up. Colorado want to try and close it out in 4, and Flover getting that ball far into the orange end straight off the kickoff, looking to try and play it away immediately. Well tap, a nice touch over towards mid, met there on the ceiling actually by an orange-sided player who manages to touch it back down over towards their own end, and well tap looking to try and set this up, but with no boost left in the tank, he has to leave it wild, and Cole Baby with a perfect opportunity to get a lob straight across field. Flover to meet it. Spark tries to go up, but Buck intercepts, and now it's back towards mid, floating in front of this net. Flover finds it. It's touched again back towards mid. Flover one more time going to be able to get underneath this ball. Wants to try and get out against Schmerier, but he's not going to be able to. Schmerier gets the ball back over towards the blue. Buck wants to chase. It's forced towards the ceiling, and now it's back over towards this blue corner as well tap going to be touching it away immediately over towards the opposite. Cole Baby to follow, managing to touch it over once again, Buck, but well tap stealing it back over into the UA side, and we're gonna have to see Spark trying to fight that ball out. Gets it past Buck, but Schmerier meeting it, gets it back over towards the right now, and Flover to chase, finds it over in front of the box yet again, and Spark touching it over towards the opposite corner. Flover wants to follow, the ball met there in a 50 against Buck, and it's saved away towards the wall. Spark to play it out, meets a ceiling shot from Cole Baby, and now it's back over towards Welltap, who wants to try and get it away, but he's dead in the trouble. Welltap not going to be able to be back to defend that one, but Spark doing the job, gets the ball away. Welltap back on the respawn, able to get over in front of the ball, get it away. Flover coming in to assist him with a little bit of a pinch back into the orange end. Spark trying to follow this ball out once more, and Cole just going to have an easy clear of it, so falling off that ball. Welltap now able to get a touch back over towards the opposite wall. Flover wants to chase it out. Spark being patient back here in the net, doesn't want to allow any boomers to be slipping by into an uncontested box. It is a wild fight for this ball right now to deny it from slipping into either goal. Both teams know what's on the line here. This match could very easily end here in game number 4, and we've got a Rule 1 Spark and Buck over here in the orange sideline, respecting the age-old practice as they have to wait. This ball now turned into a 2v2 situation, and Flover takes advantage. He wins that one up, gets it over into the box, and the first goal over on the Colorado side. And anytime you see a Rule 1 in the game, you gotta have a little bit of a smile on your face, because at every level of play, people respecting that tried and true tradition. And it's just happy to see that that age-old practice is still here, alive and well, as we hop back over into the orange end. Spark wanting to try and get this away. It's met there by an orange side defense. Flover looking to try and play that past. Met there, and Spark looking trying just to play it off the wall. It's going to find its way into the corner. A little bit of a precarious situation. It gets touched away. Welltap finds it. It's over towards the wall once more, and Schmerier not quite going to be able to find a shot onto that one, but Welltap, nothing left in the tank here. He's forced just to try and dribble it with his mechanics, and he does manage to get it over against the Alabama backline, but it's still there against Cole Baby. Welltap trying to set up a pass, and it's going to be going back towards mid. Welltap wanting to try and drop off a fadeaway shot back towards net, but it's not going to find it. Spark, Welltap, Flover, they are trying to find a second goal here to seal up this game. Flover going to drop it down. It's going to be just left of net. Schmerier now to play it away. Only going to be one defender back right now in the name of Welltap, and Schmerier trying to take advantage. Loses his life. The ball over here along the blue side backboard, and there's only 45 seconds left. If Colorado can just hold on to this 1-goal lead, they'll come away with a 4-game win, 3-1. Buck, it comes down towards him. He's going to kill it towards the ceiling. Cole Baby follows, wants to try and slap it into an open box, but not able to find the shot. Back towards mid now. Welltap kills it over towards the left wall. It's going to find Buck there on the ceiling. Going to drop down again as Spark wants to just sail it right back over towards the net, but it's not going to find a target. Flow over. Back to the ball. 50 boost left for him, and 15 seconds left on the clock as he smacks in the second. 4 shots, 2 goals, and a 2-0 lead now for the University of Colorado. Some call them Colorado University. That would be the correct name if you're a stickler for rules. And we're back over with 7 seconds to go. And unfortunately for Alabama, this one almost a little too far gone, but they slip in a goal at the 2-second mark. It gives them an opportunity. They need to win off the kickoff here, and it's gonna be a close one, but it wins itself over into the Alabama end, and that'll be it. The match over 3-1, and Colorado University take the win. Let's go into the first game now of the matchup. Mitchell College on the orange, DWU over on the blue. And the ball finds its way into the Mitchell side right off the kickoff. Thiv has to go up to save it away. Smurf seeing it slip by, but Nico not going to allow it uncontested for long. Duck has to try and play it away. And Doctor now looking just to try and play this past. Finds it over into the corner. Wants to try and touch it past if he's able. He's able to force the issue and keep that ball a little bit aggressive here. Nico coming through to try and assist there in the orange side corner, and Nico actually gonna open up himself a wide open net, flicks it past one, and the second defender no way to get back in time and deny the shot. Jalupa up for the kickoff this time, fighting off against Thiv. Nico has to go and try to get that away. Duck slips it past though, and Dr. Phoebes not going to get that one past before it drops in front of the net, but it's quickly cleared away. Jalupa looking to try and take advantage of the wide amount of space open in the Mitchell side of the court, and Smurf's looking first for a way to get this ball past, but Nico's there, not allowing that ball uncontested for long. Wants to try and center it up, but Thiv waiting back over in the net, not going to allow that one to slip by uncontested, and Duck just carries the ball from across the pitch, slaps it in, and just like that, Mitchell going to get themselves a tied ball game right back as it's straight over to a 1-1 scoreline. 4 minutes to go. Nico falling off as he sees he might need to be called back over to the goal to defend. Dr. Phoebes comes through, sees it dropping back towards mid. Nico gonna kill that over off the wall, wants to try and play it. A little bit of a slow approach, but Thiv a little bit slower to it, able to get that ball by. Duck wants to try and set up something in the mid. Thiv finds the ball, hits it just high of box. Now it's back over, centering along the mid-pitch line. It finds its way over to the right wall. Duck trying to fall back as he sees Nico approaching with a potential shot. It's not quite on, but cleared away nonetheless. Duck wants to try and play it away. Gets it now over towards the midfield line. Gets it over into the blue. Demos the goalie too, and Nico has to get back and in front of that ball. Keep it away as long as possible. And now it's back over towards mid. Dr. Phoebes a little hesitant to approach there. He'd be leaving the goal unguarded, but unfortunately for the Mitchell side, nobody there to try and steal that ball away, so he's able to get an easy clear. Thiv looking to try and play this out of the orange end. Doctor covers this ball going back towards him, reads it over towards the left wall, and Nico forced to fall back. Doctor following this one through, gets it over into the orange corner, wants to try and chase that one along, actually commits a little early for that one, and Thiv gets it by. It's over now towards Nico, finds its way back towards mid. Smurfs falling back as Duck takes a shot. Gonna land that ball over now into the blue side, and Duck gonna try to center it up for a teammate, but Nico there, not allowing it to get too much further. It's over towards that wall once again, and Duck just trying to decimate the defense right now, wants to try and slip that one behind every defender, but Nico now with a great scoring opportunity, and he's gonna hit it. 2 goals on board, and Nico's delivered both of them into the net. DWU now up to a 2-1 lead with 2 minutes to play for. And a miss there from a teammate, gonna leave Nico with the ball in striking distance, but quickly touched away. Not gonna be able to center up in front of that net. Thiv wants to try and slip this past Jalupa if he's able. He's not. Jalupa clearing it over towards the left wall. Smurfs wants to follow that one, but the ball gets a little bit too far behind. And now it's Jalupa trying to get this ball back over within striking distance, but Duck killing it over to the corner. 90 seconds to go. This ball needs to find the inside of a blue net soon if Mitchell College wants to get themselves a chance here in game 1 in overtime. Jalupa goes up, tries to clear that ball away immediately. Now it's it's back over towards the orange corner. He wants to try and chase this out. Doesn't quite get the touch he's looking for, but he's able to keep this ball aggressive. Keeps it over here into the Mitchell side, and now it's back towards mid. Nico all the way back, trying just to defend this goal as the ball rolls itself into the corner. Nico as well going to just get a touch away to deny Thiv any sort of attack back towards that open box. Smurfs trying to fall back as well, sees the opportunity for a strike, doesn't want to allow it, but the ball finding its way so close to net, it's saved by the crossbar, but still dropped in front of the net, and look at how many bumps are coming out. Nobody over on the DWU side wants to allow this team to clear that ball away, but they are able to. It finds its way over towards the wall, and Dr. Phoebes wants to try to chase this one in. Finds the ball over near the net, but it's cleared towards the corner. 20 seconds left, and it's still the Mitchell College side with it all to play for. They need to get one more goal here to seal up in overtime, and with it a chance at taking away this game 1 win. But 10 seconds, and Dr. Phoebes with the ball. It's not quite going to be on, but Jalupa looking just to press the issue. Nico's here as well, drops it back towards net. Smurfs takes it, wants to keep it up, but the ball going to be allowed to touch the ground, and Dakota Wesleyan University B take away the first game 2-1. Mitchell College down by 1 in the series. They make a substitution, actually. It's going to be Smurfs coming out for Flaming Puppeteer, hoping that the changeup will give them the edge here to equalize up this match 1-1 against DWUB. Nico going to go over and find this ball over into the orange corner. Wants to try and set this into the net as fast as possible, but Thiv not going to allow it. Slips by. Manages to steal the ball past, but Doctor not going to allow it uncontested for long. Takes that ball, sends it over towards the net, and it's cleared away towards the orange corner. Duck looking for a way to play this over towards the Dakota goal. Duck wants to try and set it down. It's not quite going to find any sort of box, and now it's back over towards Thiv. Back to Jalupa. It's going to be touched lightly into mid, and Flaming Puppeteer looking for some way to get back into the play. Dropping the ball back over towards the orange box. Now it's over towards this right full pad. Duck to follow through. Drops the ball in front of the defenders, and they're going to have a field day looking to try and clear that away and set up a shot, but not going to be allowed the opportunity for long. Thiv comes through, manages to touch it away, and now Nico to follow this one over into the orange end. 3 minutes left to play with. We've got 0 goals on the board right now, and Mitchell trying desperately to find their lead so they can hold on to it and equalize up this series still. Thiv back over to the ball. Flaming Puppeteer underneath, and Duck actually meeting it high, going to be able to send it over towards the left wall. Now back over into the blue corner. Duck looking to try and chase this one out. Finds it down along the ramp. It's back over towards the right side, and Dr. Phoebes wants to just touch it additionally back over towards the orange corner. Looking to chase this one out. Wants to follow it with his own wheels up onto the ceiling. Not going to be able to, and Nico just going to absolutely slip that one past the defenders. Sees himself an opening and goes through to claim it. A nicely sunken shot into the top left of the box, and that will seal up the first goal here for Dakota Wesleyan B. They're looking to try and hold on to it, and this ball encroaching on their goal going to make it difficult as they just look to try and deny it at every turn. And Nico now looking for an opportunity to send this one a little closer to the opposite goal. Duck chasing it off the wall, wants to try and get the initial touch, isn't quite able to find it, so Puppeteer back into the play. Not quite reading that out, so Duck back to the ball. It's over into the blue corner. About to enter into the final 100 seconds, and DWUB still holding on to their 1-goal lead, but Thiv comes through, smacks in one of his own, and ties it up 4 seconds before we enter that threshold. So now we're straight back over into the Mitchell side of the pitch. Gonna find that ball back towards mid. Duck trying to follow it fast, wants to try and drop it over into that box, but Dr. Phoebes not going to allow, kills it over towards the right wall. Back now over towards the net, and Nico looking to try and play this one out. Gets it over towards the right, wants to chase it into this orange corner, and it's found high. Gonna be bumped away there by the Mitchell defenders. Jalupa trying to get his way into that ball, and Dr. Phoebes having to go up for the clear. Manages to get it away, but it finds its way back over into harm's way and touched in as Duck managing to secure up the lead now for Mitchell College as they lead 2-1 with 69 nice seconds to go. We're now over here into the blue. Duck looking to try and smack that one in. Isn't quite able to find the timing. Thiv in the back line trying to get that one away, and Duck, oh my goodness, a rare miss on the ball, and it's almost catastrophe, but it's quickly cleared away by Thiv. Back over now in front of the blue net, and that ball finding itself centered up. Duck comes through, smacks in a third, and just like that, Mitchell College up 3-1. They are doing a great job right now over on the orange on trying to develop this lead. In fact, they're trying to hunt down a fourth goal here as Duck, catching the ball towards mid, loses his life in the process. Jalupa just trying to get any player off that ball who will be a threat to the winning chances of DWU. But with only 30 seconds to go, they need to find 2 quick goals to equalize this and secure an overtime. And Nico, he's right along the line. He'll get the first. 22 seconds now. Backs against the wall. DWUB trying to hunt down that equalizer, getting overtime here in game 2 and allowing them to fight for match point here in the best of 5. But right now, Mitchell College holding strong. They just need to defend for 12 more seconds. The ball finding its way very close though back towards their net. Nico taking a life as well. Dr. Phoebes and Jalupa looking for some way to center this up towards net. They might find it, but it's back into the corner. The ball high. They need to try and get this out, and Nico tries to keep it onto the ramp, but it touches the ground, and Mitchell College tie it back up at 1-1. We've got the match all tied up now. Mitchell against DWUB. We go straight into game number 3 to see which team will be the first to get up onto match point. Duck trying to snag that one away from the kickoff immediately. Not quite going to be able to. It's gifted over now into the blue side corner. Duck still trying to fight this. Well, now being found deep over here into the Mitchell side. They need to try and get this away before it can get any closer to that net. Nico going to send it just high into the backboard, and Thiv to follow this one out. Manages to pinch it off the wall, trying to set this up over towards Nico. Does do it, but Duck's there waiting. Nico comes back in, clears it away, and manages to get that ball back over towards the wall. He's trying to set this up towards box. That one's on. It has to be cleared, and Duck comes through to save it away. Back over towards mid now. Dr. Phoebes looking to try and deny this ball any further advance towards the blue side net. Chases it all the way into the corner. Manages to keep it away. Jalupa there underneath trying to deny against any further hit, and does manage to keep it up towards the wall. Nico to follow it again. Looks like a little bit of lag coming out there. That ball hit by Duck, but ends up going back towards the net, and Nico takes advantage of the chaos, comes through, smacks that ball clean into the net over the hoods of the defenders, and gets in the first goal a minute and 20 into the game. Thiv trying to follow this one over into the DWU end. Can't quite find it. Jalupa back over towards the wall. Manages to get the initial touch away. Tries to sink it on himself. Duck gonna slide in and deny that one towards the corner. Now it's back over towards the blue end. Nico trying to follow that one out. Thiv finds it high, looking to try and drop it down to a teammate perhaps, and it's back over towards the corner now as Duck looks to play it away. Nico looking to try and play this one out. Finds the ball, gets it past Puppeteer. Looks to try and center this up as well. It's going to go back towards mid, and Thiv gets there before the blue side aggressor can. Saves that ball away from being most likely smacked over the line, and now it's back over to Duck. He's looking just to play it up pitch. Wants to get it away from the Mitchell end as close to the DWU goal as we can, but right now it's Thiv just fighting to keep it on the blue side. Duck being able to roll this over. It's back towards mid. Flaming Puppeteer wants to jump up. Thiv managing to lob this back over towards the net. It's back over towards the blue corner, and Duck, he's dropping it along. Manages to center it up. Puppeteer still here trying to keep the ball aggressive. Duck keeps it towards mid. Thiv follows into the corner. The ball following the blue side cars now as they desperately try to clear this out of their end, and Flaming Puppeteer, he's looking just to deny any further advance towards the orange, but the ball, it's rolling back towards net, and Thiv tries to get there in time, but it's no use. The ball finds its way into the orange side box, and DWUB up to a 2-0 lead now as they look to try and get themselves up to match point. Jalupa touching that ball back over mid, perhaps trying to chase down a third goal here, and 2 minutes to go. Means that all that the DWU side needs to do is hold on to this lead, and they can, of course, come out with the advantage, but Nico trying to roll this into the back line. Duck's there. Denies it over towards the orange side corner. Duck trying to chase this one away, and Now it's back over towards mid as Duck still trying to stay with this ball. Thiv dropping it back over towards the blue side box. Duck to follow, sends it over. Gonna drop there along the backboard, and now Thiv trying to follow that one as well. Puppeteer, he's in the back line, not quite gonna be able to get an initial touch there. There's only 85 seconds left to play with here, and Mitchell College still need to hunt down 2 equalizing goals to get themselves into overtime and fight for that first advantage here. As we go to see who's going to get to match point first. Dr. Phoebes not quite hitting the touch. Jalupa, it's past him as well. Now it's just Nico in the back line, but he gets a nice booming clear back over into the Mitchell end. And you can see Jalupa still trying to chase this one away. Finds the ball, drops it back towards net. Duck chasing this one over towards the left side. Nico to follow, manages to go up onto the wall, grabs some boost for the trouble, and Duck just going to drop that one over into a center, trying to drop it down into the box, but it finds its way back towards mid. 40 seconds now, and still it is the Mitchell College side trying to find themselves something here. They need 2 goals once again to get themselves an overtime situation, and right now this ball is being held against their backline, but Duck, he's gonna lob it in. That's the first of 2 necessary, and now 27 seconds to go, but they're still down by 1. Mitchell College, they need to find the equalizer fast and secure up that overtime opportunity. Dr. Phoebes allows it a little too close to home, and Thiv comes through, secures in the goal, and equalizes the matchup at 2-2. Gonna be trying to chase that ball over towards the orange side corner. Duck to follow as well. The ball centering up now towards the Mitchell goal. That's close, and it's gonna not be turned into a shot, luckily for the Mitchell side. Ball going to be able to touch the ground here, and we find ourselves in overtime to see who will get up to match point first. Nico's going to stall it towards mid. Dr. Phoebes kills it over towards the right wall. Now it's going to be floating back down towards the box. It gets touched back over towards the midfield line. Flaming Puppeteer wants to go forward and take the initial touch back towards net, but can't quite find it. Thiv, it's over, potentially lining up for a double touch, but it gets hit there off the top crossbar, and he's just looking to keep it aggressive. Gets it back over towards mid. Nico fighting it. Nico finds a way past 2. Can't find a way past Flaming Puppeteer, though, and Duck comes through to clear the ball out of harm's way. Dr. Phoebes chasing. Gets it back mid. Thiv kills it towards the wall. It's bounced back over to dead mid, and you're seeing it's just a fight right now to see who can maintain possession. Flaming Puppeteer goes up, kills the ball high. Thiv wants to follow, manages to go forward, get the initial touch, but it doesn't find its way into the blue. It's back over towards the right. Dr. Phoebes to follow, manages to boom it over towards the left side, and now Duck wants to try and chase it away. Manages to go forward, tries to set this back up, and Thiv once again just looking to keep this ball aggressively in front of the blue box. Finds it in the corner, looking to try and roll it out. Duck to follow as well. That shot, it's going to be on, but Dr. Phoebes jumps up to deny. Now it's back over towards mid. Flaming Puppeteer, he's looking to try and clear it away. He gets it back towards mid. Nico managing to force the issue as well, but Duck, a fast shot, looking for a double touch, can't quite find it. Flaming Puppeteer a bit late on the jump, not quite going to allow any sort of goal in that position, but you can tell the DWU side, they are trying to find this goal. They are hunting down the offense, and they just can't seem to find themselves an ability to open up the scoring potential. It's over in front of the blue box now. Jalupa has to try and clear this one away. Flaming Puppeteer meets it, keeps the ball high, but Dr. Phoebes looks for the clear, isn't quite able to hit the shot, so Flaming Puppeteer back into the play, finds the ball over towards the corner, wants to try and center it up, but met by a defender. Now back to Duck, sees the aggression from Nico, sees the push out over towards the mid-pitch line, and it's going to be a boom from Thiv, trying to drop it back over towards the box, but Jalupa's there, denies. Back now over towards the right side. Duck wants to try and follow this one out. It's over the mid-pitch line. Dr. Phoebes dropping it back towards net, but Thiv is there to deny, and now it's back over towards the left wall, as Thiv looking for another way to try and slip this by. 85 boost in the tank, so plenty left here to try and force this issue. Nico trying to get the ball away. It leads over to Duck, who gets it towards the backboard, but nobody able to follow up with a shot. Now it's Duck trying to carry this over towards the left wall. Manages to get it there. It's an initial touch, trying to follow that one through. Jumps up to try and hit the additional touch in. Isn't quite able to get there, though. Flaming Puppeteer trying to follow. Sees the ball being lobbed back over into a center, but has to fall back to defend the net as Dr. Phoebes sends it deep over into the orange corner once more. Trying to drop down and get in the way, but Thiv dropping it over towards the right wall. It's bouncing here even further into the DWU end, and Nico looking for a way to clear this out. Just waits, allows Dr. Phoebes to pinch that ball off him, get it away over the mid-pitch line, and now it's back over towards the orange. Duck needs to try and clear this out, sees Nico approaching, but a backflip, an unfortunate one. It's back over towards mid now. Thiv wanting to try and boom this away, gets the initial touch. Nico goes up, it's a double commit there from the blue, and the ball finds its way back over towards net. It's over off the right net, and that's gonna be Duck following it through, and after 4 minutes of overtime, he smacks it into the left side of net to get a 3-2 win, and with it, match point for Mitchell College at 2-1. Mitchell College now within striking distance of the win in the match. We hop into game number 4, where DWUB going to have to come up strong with two quick game wins now. But first, they are going to have to win this one to equalize up the match. Thiv finding the ball deep over here into the DWU end, wants to try and press the issue, gets it close to net, but ends up having to get off and go for a demo, doesn't end up finding anything out of it, and the ball back over here into the orange. Duck looking to try and clear it away, but Jalupa right up against that line. Thiv looking to try and play it out, does find it passed and over towards this left wall, where now he's going to be trying to get this passed as far as he can, gets this over into the corner, decides to go for a bump play, but nobody there ready to receive that ball in the corner for his teammates, so it's forced back over to Nico, back over towards the box, and they're trying to find a way through, and Jalupa just gonna catch the ball and dribble it under all 3 defenders to deliver in the first goal here in game number 4. Jalupa and Dr. Phoebes waiting back, and it seems like just holding their rotation right now as they wait for the initial touch to come through. It does, and now Nico up into the play, goes forward, takes the hit, manages to take it over into this orange side, dies in the process though, and that's going to leave Jalupa with the ball in the back. Duck pushing forward, finds the ball, gonna try to find a shot, but it's just right of net, and Flaming Puppeteer trying to chase it, can't quite find the touch. It's back over to, haven't allowed anything into their back line yet. Jalupa grabbing a full boost there out of mid to be able to come back into the play, and Flaming Puppeteer, he just wants to touch it away back over towards mid himself. Nico finding the ball, and Dr. Thieves there to try and smack it in, and he's able to find a crack in the armor, slip that ball into the back, and it finds its way in for a 2-0 lead. Thiv looking for a way to try and play that ball by. Duck seeing if he can do anything here on the defense to try and turn the head of this ball back over towards the blue net. About to enter into the final 100 seconds here, and Flaming Puppeteer a miss on the ball. Duck to push forward, takes possession. Nico a nice little hit to get it back over into the orange side, and Dr. Phoebes seeing this one drop back down in front of the blue as Thiv looking to try and fire in the first. It's just high, back over to Nico. Duck trying to pressure this issue, gets it over off the blue corner. It's going to center itself down, and it actually finds its way in front of the box. Thiv with the ball gets it in front, and Duck comes through to take the first. The first of 2 necessary to tie this game back up and secure overtime, where Mitchell College can try to play for the win if they do make it there. But it's back over into the orange corner now. Flaming Puppeteer a little bit late on the jump there. Gets the ball back over towards mid. Duck looking to force this issue, managing to fire it off back towards net, but Nico's there to meet. Thiv wants to try and get there as well, manages to push up, get that ball over towards the right wall. Duck gonna be able to pogo it back towards net, and that one finding its way in. You thought for a second it might be ricocheting off the top crossbar, but it manages to get its way all the way uncontested into that box, and now we are all tied up with 60 seconds to play. Dr. Phoebes sees it going down towards mid. Duck falling back as Thiv tries to play this away. It's back over towards mid now, and Flaming Puppeteer to force the issue. Gets it over towards the blue. Jalupa to follow. That ball back towards net. It's cleared away, but Thiv not going to allow it much closer to the orange side net. Touches it towards the wall. Jalupa and Nico trying to force this and see if they can slip it by. They can't, and it's back over towards the right side now. Thiv getting gifted a demo there, and the ball centering itself up, but nobody there to find the shot. 8 seconds left, and we very well might be seeing overtime here unless Nico can find this shot in. He can't. Thiv touches it, but it's back towards mid. Dr. Phoebes tries to fire one off, but it hits the ground, and we're into overtime here in game number 4. If Mitchell College takes it, they take the match 3-1. Nico tries to get there to deny, but Thiv a tight shot into the bottom left corner, and 9 seconds into the overtime, Mitchell College take that game and the match 3-1. Ironic that we have two great matches that end up with the exact same score. Colorado University coming out 3-1 against Alabama, and Dakota Wesleyan B unfortunately falling 1-3 against Mitchell College. But still, what great matches we got to see on the pitch tonight. Congratulations to all the players in those matches, and congratulations of course to Colorado and Mitchell that'll come away with the wins this week. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you'll tune in next week for some more high-class Rocket League, but for now, that's all we've got for you. Stay safe and have a great night.